Penis, 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 penis. My penis. I have a rather large penis. I have a rather large penis. My penis
My penis,
is tremendously erect.
is tremendously erect.
Oh, this is pretty accurate in terms of live. That's weird. Let me like my own video. Let's see how this looks. I'm looking at myself here. Hey there, welcome. Welcome to a little bit of a hot live stream. I thought I'd do one because it's been a while. It's been, I think, 2 weeks or a week and a half since I did the last live stream. So I thought, hey, why not do one on my fucking phone, even though I have a computer that's perfectly capable of running a live stream. But unfortunately, my internet is dookie, so I'm relegated to doing this on my T-Mobile connection, which sent me an email today. T-Mobile sent me a message saying, hey, man, you've used 48 gigabytes of data, and we can't handle that. We can't handle that, so we're going to slow down your internet. Here's the thing. Unfortunately, I don't know if you know this, but it's a scam. It's a scam. They're more than capable of harboring that data cap, but instead they choose to pay you, or for you to for you to pay extra if you want true unlimited. But that's more of a scam than I would say Comcast or Xfinity saying that, hey, you need to pay more in order to get more data. It's bullshit. They can handle it, especially now during COVID. You would think that now they would have the hardest time and the internet would be slow. But guess what? It isn't fucking slow, all right? It's just being limited by them. And you know the worst part is you can't even switch. You can't even change companies because these cunts, they own areas like gangs. So in this area, I think the only thing you're relegated to get is Comcast and Xfinity. So you have a choice of two. What the fuck? That's not capitalism. Sounds a little bit like communism. Sounds a little bit like communism. Based Piggy, what am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing here, honestly. Just came from getting adult beverages at one of my favorite bars, which was quite dead. I was watching a wrestling pay-per-view, and instead I chose to do a little bit of a live stream because I want to end my existence. So this week I uploaded a couple hot videos. I uploaded a couple hot videos. I did one that I thought was going to do well, and it did not, which is how to walk on water using magic. I found that to be a very particular video that I enjoy making. I hope people enjoyed watching it. And right now I'm doing ads in the background. So I'm doing ads in the background. So if you click more likely than not on a Chris Ramsey video, on an illusionist video, on any magician that has any sort of clout, you're probably going to see my ad because I've been doing that every single fucking every single day, and they've been all right. They've been all right. It's a weird thing to do ads. I remember I spent like 2 grand like 3 years ago doing ads, and that was kind of a stupid experiment because I realized doing ads on YouTube is the equivalent of my little brother talking because you need to be very specific when it comes to where you put your ads. I was putting my ads everywhere. So I was putting my ads absolutely everywhere. And it turns out that if you do that, Google says, hey, I'm going to put all your advertising dollars in India or other emerging markets, as they call it. So you need to be very specific. So I have it in the United States and I think Canada for now. Love your new financial game plan. I've watched your old stream last night and saw the 38 ads. I didn't even skip most of them. Okay, here's the other part that annoys me about YouTube. I didn't place those. I did not place those. All right, that's YouTube being asshole. That's YouTube being major asshole. So when it comes to fucking that, I don't even have the setting placed where I wanted to put automatic ads on the video. It just does it automatically. It places ads wherever it thinks that there's a pause, wherever it thinks that there's an opportune moment for a particular thing. I don't do that. As a matter of fact, now that you just said that, I have to go back and take out each one of those because YouTube is trying to get greedy, motherfuckers. And the worst part is, monetization on YouTube is even bigger of a scam. It's even bigger of a scam. I think they only give creators, I want to say maybe 40%, and they keep 60, or it's the other way around. It's still shite. It's still shite. I saw your ads on LGBTQ videos. Well, I mean, if you did that, then I definitely need to change the setting because I didn't put it to be specific. Here's the thing about YouTube ads, which I find kind of funny. You could be as specific as putting it on a specific channel at a precise time. So from 9 o'clock to 9:05, I could put an ad on Chris Ramsey's channel, and that's only going to come up between 9:05, or sorry, 9 and 9:05. I could be that specific, but instead I chose to just be a little bit more of a broader net, throw a wider net, and see what I could catch. in terms of new people watching my shit. Let's see, Piggy. I'm currently wanting to get rid of the non-stopping pain of being a human. Yeah, yeah, being a human does come with substantial pain, but I think it's part of the process. Yesterday, I feel like I get bored when I sleep, and I almost tricked myself into getting a panic attack. I think I've mentioned it on a stream previously. The only time I've ever had a panic attack was out of boredom in a meeting. I was wondering. I was wondering of like, oh, what would I do? I'll just recount really quickly. I was playing the Would You Fuck game. So I was in a meeting with a bunch of fucking dumpy, ugly teachers, and I was playing in my head. Oh, I would fuck her. I would fuck her. You know, he's kind of hot. I was playing that game. I play with dudes and guys, and I realized that at some point I was wondering what would happen if a school shooter came in. What would be my game plan? Right? Oh my God, what am I gonna do if a school shooter comes in? And then I realized, oh man, I'm gonna die one day. I'm gonna die one day. So that's how I tricked myself into getting a panic attack in a teacher meeting. And I turned red and I was just there shaking, like, oh my God, I'm gonna die one day. My life's gonna be over. Everything I've worked for is ending. And the panic attack was over. And I was like, wow, okay, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. People really overrate it. It's literally an ad every minute on your last stream. You pissed off someone on YouTube. That's so fucking annoying. That's so fucking annoying because then the perception is that I did that. I didn't even click on place ads automatically. I didn't even think of that. Instead, it just does that because whenever it anticipates a pause, that's when they decide to put the ad, which is very fucking aggravating. Are you still eating less than 1,000 calories? Yes, I'm eating less than 1,000 calories. I'm out here shedding pounds. I did the math. About 1,000 calories is enough for me to be 79 pounds. So if I consistently eat 1,000 calories, that's as much as the expected person that weighs 79 pounds would eat, which I just find quite humorous. You know, what's funny. I don't think I have live chat here. I don't have live chat on here. No, I had top chat, and I just saw new comments here that didn't appear here. So that's another fucking YouTube thing where they have the stupid differentiation of top chat and live chat. Live chat's where you want to be because live chat's where everything ends up. For fuck's sake, I literally came here for a distraction to avoid having a panic attack, and then I talked about that, and here we go again. That's funny. That's funny, yeah. But I mean, it was an interesting experience. I remember I used it as a learning experience for when I taught psych. I told them, hey, this is what happened. I had a panic attack, and then we talk about, because we were in that chapter coincidentally. 1,000 calories, you're gonna end up with a super flat ass. Well, yesterday I worked out with a friend of mine with some kettlebells, and I wanted to die slowly. I've been jogging every day, and I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Your boy's doing it. All right. The only problem is temptation. Pizza Hut and Domino's and Papa John's text me on a daily basis because I'm a fat piece of shit. So I have the applications on my phone. So because of that, I get text messages saying, "Hey man, dude, you know what you need? You need some pizza right now." I don't need that. I don't fucking need that in my life. Pizza's for weak people, and I'm not a weak person. What's up, Piggy? Much love from Alaska. God damn, bro. God damn, Alaska. I mean, how Alaska's a weird one. Alaska's definitely a weird place. I feel like there's a lot of inbreeding there just by nature of being isolated, right? And also, I hate the placement of Alaska. This is nothing on you, Ryan. This is just on Alaska in general because it's like, so we have the United States, we have some Hawaii, which I think Hawaii is fucking weird. And then you go to Canada, you skip Canada, and then there's Alaska, and that's ours. So it's almost like a part of Canada, but it's not. It's fucking not. And from my understanding, the suicide rate up there is sky high. So is the gang rate. There's like a massive gang problem up there, right? You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there's a quite substantial gang situation up there in Alaska. Alaskan women are very attractive though, because they kind of share that sort of northern Canada look, which comes from the French, and it's very attractive. But you don't have, I think, the downsides of the French, which is the stank, the stank. I think it goes without saying that anybody that's ever been to France, I haven't been, but I know plenty of French people, and they all have a very particular odor. They have a scent. They're all imported. That's fucking tremendous. Let's see. Hey, Piggy, please read me. I'm from the Philippines. Well, what's up, Alan Borallo? What's up, dog, from the Philippines? That's another place where I have to worry about females, just because in a sense of you have first of all, my microphone's on, you cunt. I see it here. It's connected. And look, I'm gonna play this. You fuck.
Look, I'm gonna play this.
Look
You
at that.
fuck. Look, I'm gonna play this. Look at that.
Perfectly fine. All right. The audio is great. I got a new microphone for Christmas. This is called Cocoa Butter. This is my new Nivea Cocoa Butter. The joke is kind of ruined when you see the microphone here, right? But if I do this, it looks like I'm talking into Nivea Cocoa Butter. Here's the worst part. I can't put this on. I can't fucking put this on because I get a rash. Also, like an asshole, I have about 6 sticks of deodorant in my bathroom right now because I bought the wrong one. I didn't want to go back and return it. Then I bought the wrong one again, and I didn't want to go back and return it because I don't want to return used deodorant. Sorry, not used deodorant. One of them I used. The 2-pack that I bought, I didn't use. And then finally, I bought the right one. So I have 6 sticks of fucking deodorant in my bathroom that I bought within a 24-hour period of time because I'm an inbred retard. So make sure you get the right one because if not, you're going to be itching. You're going to be itching like a motherfucker. The crazy thing, before the States owned Alaska, Russia did. Canadians have no balls. Lamau, that should belong to us. Yeah, you're right, Hungry and Hungover. I think it should belong to you guys. You guys have a lot of accolades. I'm a fan of Canada, even though I make fun of you guys on an almost bi-weekly basis. But yeah, Alaska is definitely more part of Canada than it is part of the States. I think we should trade Canada. Sorry, we should trade Alaska. We should give up Alaska, and I think we should take up not Puerto Rico, maybe Cuba. I think taking up Cuba would be tremendous, just because the females, Cuban females are quite substantial, and they're very fertile, and not a part. Not only are they fertile, but also they'll have a full time job, and they'll still come back home and cook for you, and they'll still clean. So that's quite the catch there. Did Biden just nod his head? Maybe, maybe. I realized too that the door over there, where the woman passed away, is open. And if I trick myself hard enough, I'll believe like I see shadow people. And I'm sure I could trick myself into manifesting a ghost if I believe it hard enough. Alaska is Canada's crazy side, bitch. Crazy in the head, crazy in bed. Yeah, I would say that. But the women are very. Correct me if I'm wrong again, Ryan. But are the women indigenous looking too? Like, there's also a mix of indigenous looking women there, which is also my thing. I love indigenous women. Mm. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of varied style of differences in women. I don't just like white bread or I like darkies. I like the I don't mean blacks. When I say darkies, I don't mean black. I mean dark, like tan women, like Latino women. As a Latino man, it's in my blood, and as an Arabic man, it's also in my blood because they're all tan, and not by choice. They're tan by location. Speaking of fertile Cubans, Joel Romero got released from the UFC. Yeah, he's the thickest dude I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't understand how that guy could ever have lost a fight, which is kind of odd, but he has. And there was that last fight that he had. I think it was with Israel. That was probably the most boring shit I've ever seen. I don't think any of them hit each other. But I'm a big fan of UFC. As a matter of fact, over here on the live, I have, speaking of UFC, mind you, I'm going to say I'm a big fan of UFC, and I'm going to say that in the background, I'm watching a wrestling pay-per-view here. Right there. That's a wrestling pay-per-view that's in the background of this particular stream. So, yeah, I like fake combat, and I like real combat. I'm a fan of both. Time for Zoom Christmas magic shows. Yeah, that's also the other atrocity of 2020, that we've created this new generation of magicians that work exclusively on Zoom, and they're trying to figure it out. There's a couple people that I look at on Facebook on the Magicians Only group that are characters that like a fucking autist, that I follow, just in the terms of their humor. So there's one guy that's like he's doing like Christmas shows now, and whenever he posts a video or whenever he posts a picture, I die a little bit inside. But there's several people doing that, and it's always interesting to watch that and how they approach it, because most of the people, when it first started this whole COVID thing, they do they would just go, oh, I'm just gonna record my live show, so I'm just gonna do my stage show for a camera. And I'm not gonna worry about audio. I'm not gonna worry about auto quality. I'm just gonna put this on auto. I'm gonna put a microphone here that's pointing at me, and then I'm gonna do my stage show. I'm just gonna do my stage show for the camera, and they thought that that was gonna be enough. Obviously, it wasn't. And now you have a lot of people kind of being weird and innovative. Indigenous, most are indigenous looking. Like I said, the good ones are not from here. Well, you go to Alaska, I feel, to escape. I feel like that's also somewhere that you go to escape. I know that there was a murder that I from there a couple years ago. That was a dude that was just walking around, right? He was walking around, and a cop is going behind him and telling him, "Hey, man, you need to stop." And the guy didn't stop, and then he pulled out a gun and shot the cop, and the cop ended up fucking being shot like 3 times and killing the guy, which was quite ridiculous. But I think that was in Alaska, if I remember correctly. Top notch. Okay, guys, I'm here. Let's get it. Hey, what's up, top? What's up, top? I wonder if you give good top. You know what I'm saying? I've learned that term recently. You know what I hate, by the way? Perusing through TikTok. I've been going through TikTok a lot. I've been, I'm afraid to look at how many hours I've spent on TikTok just because they know just the right amount of twerking college age girls. I have to specify college age girls, all right, so they're legal. They know how to show the exact amount of college age girls twerking and stuff that I'm interested in to keep me in there, to keep me hooked. They show just the right amount. So I'll be like scrolling through and I'll see some DIY shit, I'll see some diet shit, uh, and then I see a attractive girl twerking, or doing a commentary video, but she's like this, showing her titties, and I'm like, okay, all right, you got my attention. I'm gonna keep scrolling. Okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling. So yeah, that's the dangerous part. A lot of minors twerking on there, yeah, which is why every time I see a minor, all right, I put not interested, all right, because your boy's not trying to. I'm not trying to catch a charge, okay? This is what I'm not trying to do. I don't want to catch a charge. I want to do this to a charge. Oh, right there. No charge whatsoever. I didn't catch it. I saw it. I got tempted by it, but then I dropped it because I didn't want to catch it. Okay? That's what I do with charges. Your boy's out here. I'm invincible. Okay? I would love to see you do an Omegle vid through Piggy. Those are getting re-popular, right? Omegle videos were popular when it first came out in the mid 2000s. And then what's wild is, I mean, it was pretty much an exclusive place where you would only see people jerk off. That's it. You wouldn't see girls. It would just be dudes, chest down and their dick, and they'd just be beating it, which I find quite funny. But now there's a lot of people doing reaction videos and bringing back that idea of, oh, I'm going to perform for people on Omegle. I'm going to do either, I've seen magicians do it, I've seen musicians do it, I've seen, just a bunch of like interesting people on that shit, which I just find quite funny. But I refuse to do that because I don't want to watch dudes jerk off. I don't want to watch dudes jerk off. So that'd be great. I did a magic trick for a guy jerking an Omegle. I was gonna say what would be tremendous if you do a magic trick for a guy who's jerking off. So the guy's jerking off and you don't stop with your patter. You go, oh, that's great. Okay. So sir, I'm just going to have you name any card, and the guy's just there like this, and then he goes eight of spades, and then you fucking do a trick for him with the eight of spades while he's there beating his meat. So that'd be quite interesting. I couldn't put that on YouTube. I'd have to put it on Pornhub. Um, Piggy, ever wonder if someone from your channel who you've banter with is dead now? Just a thought. Yeah, yeah, that thought goes through my mind all the time, right? Or what if I just stop uploading because I die, and then people just go, hey, what happened to that Pigcake guy? It's happened before with other people. It's happened before with not death, but it's happened where you had what's that dude Xavier Perot, right? Who used to do a bunch of like cinematic videos. People re-uploaded his videos, and then it's like, oh shit, all right, what happened to him? Oh, is he dead? So I'm wondering if that's gonna happen with me. Like when I stop posting, inevitably because I die, what are people gonna post on like Facebook? Like, hey, what happened to that Pigcake guy? He was funny for like 3 minutes. Him and his, according to some commenters, alternative right views. I've been doing mentalism on Omegle, but I didn't know it was popular. What? Yeah, yeah, it's very popular. I've seen a lot of, and I hate to fucking bring back TikTok, but I've seen a lot of people doing stuff on TikTok, like requesting songs, or one person that I've seen, like they draw people. So they go, oh, you mind if I draw you? And they fucking do a quick, like little fucking doodle of the people they see on Omegle, which is quite interesting. So yeah, I've seen a lot of that. Go back to the old Minecraft world. I miss it. Yeah, I was telling this I think on one of the previous streams. I'm not a fan of gaming streams, dude. I'm not a fan of it. because first of all, I don't like video games. I'm not a fan of video games. I'll play them from time to time. Fuck, like just oh, it's there. All right, let me just hit this up real quick. That's it. The other part is streaming, because when you're streaming, you can't be playing the game. It's not about playing the game. It's about doing a live stream. So you have to be pretty much on a stream. You have to be doing a stream. You have to be conversating. So the attention on the game is pretty shite. You're not really putting a lot of attention on the game. You're putting more attention on the actual having the stream. Unless you end up like Daniel, yeah, who I just mentioned, and his Doom stream, which thank God I privatized on ham radio, because that was quite atrocious. And the example of what would happen if you played games normally, right, on a stream. So that's what it would look like if you just played a game and did it while streaming. That's about it. What? Who called me? God fucking damn it. Yeah, I could tell you're very busy right now, Daniel. I could tell you're extremely busy. You're on the grind right now. Mentalism on Ovigo is very easy with Wireshark. What's Wireshark? What would I do? What would I do in Omegle? Uh, huh. You know what I'd probably do? I'd probably do like a card to my ass, right? I think that'd be an interesting one. Replicate a video that I saw years ago from a person that I can't name that I'm a fan of because of fearing people saying that I'm part of the alternative right. But he did a card trick where he had somebody pick a card and then he couldn't find it, and then he reached into his ass and pulled out a condom with a card in it, and it was their card. So I feel like that's the sort of bombastic thing that I would have to do to get attention on Omegle. But I can't just do think of a shape, all right? You got one? Now think of another shape and think of one inside of the other. You got that? Something like a square, right? Are you thinking of a shape? Are you thinking of something? Oh, I'm seeing a triangle. I'm seeing a circle. Which one do you have inside of the other? Oh, you have a circle and then a triangle around it? Well, look at my prediction that I laid out before in this A5 paper. I would end myself. Um, Big Daddy John, you guys got to stop blowing smoke up his ass. He's getting too comfortable around here. You're talking about me? You're talking about me? Oh, I love you, Piggy. That's why. Okay. Hey, what the fuck? All right. I get rare compliments. Most of the things that end up perusing through the channel in terms of like comments are always like, hey, you short piece of shit. Hey, what's up, man? You bitch. So whenever I get a compliment, all right, I absorb it. I take it and I feed on it like old people when they hang out with young people, sucking on their youth. I saw one of your math videos last night. Didn't even come close to hiding your identity. Every last student that saw those knew exactly who it was. That's quite funny. I don't know which video you're talking about. Which one are you talking about specifically? I remember I did the mask thing for exactly like 6 months until I got fucking tired of wearing a mask because it gets hot here. And like right now, for example, we're dealing through a cold front. All right, we're dealing with a wild cold front here where we're dealing with 75 degrees. All right, so girls are busting out their hoodies, they're busting out their snow boots. All right, dudes are all covered up because they're fucking freezing because we're dealing with a massive cold front that's coming through with a whole 75 fucking degrees. Let's see. I went back to the old ham radio episodes, and I gotta say the Peter Turner one was incredible. Did he ever tell you and Daniel how he did that A-can? Well, he wanted to, but I told him I didn't care. I told him I didn't care. Uh, and I mean, because it's just probably another fucking thing. Especially talking to him now, he always every time we like chat, he always goes, "Hey, Piggy, you got a car? You got a dick?" I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get molested now mentally," which is fucking hysterical. But the Peter Turner one was great. I didn't enjoy the hour-long conversation of Daniel and Peter Turner talking about fucking cars, which was quite atrocious because if there's something I hate more than card magic is talking about cars. So that was quite fucking ridiculous. But it was a fun one. It was definitely a fun one. Especially, I didn't know him that well back then. I know him well now, but I didn't know him back then. So I was asking genuine questions, trying to get through to his head. Whereas now, he'll fucking send me a meme and be like, "Hey, Piggy, look at this. Can you fucking believe this?" That's funny. Daniel can do the Tinder pass on Omegle. Yeah, but Daniel has a girlfriend, so he can't do that. He can't do the Tinder pass on Omegle anymore. I feel like Daniel used to do the Tinder pass on Omegle, but then now he has a long-term girlfriend, so he can't do that. It's probably my recently watched list. I'll try to tell you which one. Well, I remember the first one. I tried to do a seasonal thing. So on those videos, I tried to do like a seasonal thing, and just kind of, open up and be like, hey, season one, episode one. And then I stopped doing that after 5 episodes. So I stopped counting the new episodes. And then I think I skipped one. So somebody called that out and they say, hey, do you know how to count? I think Brian, for the season four of Pigcake, even though it should be technically, I think, season three or whatnot. Let's see. Pigcake decks come out, my guy. Still working on it, man. I'm fucking trying to get Caesar, who's my designer. As you know from Ham Radio, he's been on, I think, one and maybe one of my videos. But he's designing my deck, and right now we've been stuck in a certain process. But hopefully we could get those through. And it's gonna be 3 decks. It's gonna be 3 decks that we're gonna put out. I'm not gonna do the Gentleman Wake shit. All right, so I'm not gonna do that shit. Maybe I might put like a fourth deck that's like a little bit special. But here's the fucking thing. I'm not gonna do that shit where you get a coin, you get like a print, like a fucking metal collective shit. I'm not gonna do that. All right. Maybe a stretch goal would be like, hey, this deck is shining out. That's about it. But I'm not gonna do that thing where it's like, oh, hey, so now you're gonna get these 2 decks, and then, but here's the thing. Hear me out. Now you're gonna get a metal reprint of the cards, and then hear me out. You're gonna get a T-shirt with the design. But here's the thing: the T-shirt opens up to reveal a card. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna make it as clean as possible and as simple. I'm gonna do it simple. Not to say that it obviously didn't work for Gentleman Wake, because obviously it fucking did. But I like simplicity. Your boy's a fan of simplicity. All right, I'm a simple guy. The Leclerc one was the Leclerc one was jokes to that dude. It's hilarious. Yeah, it was great. The Leclerc one was my favorite one, I think, just in terms of the energy. I mention this all the time. Eric has a very infectious energy, and whatever you're around him, um, it's like there's a cloud of cocaine. That's what it feels like. So whenever you're around him, you just go, okay, all right. I have a personality now. So he did a bunch of shit, like fucking pulling shit out of his ball sack and stuff. But he's quite a ridiculous guy. And you know what? It took meeting him, because I watched his videos and I'm like, this fucking guy, I fucking hate this guy. And then I meet him in person and I'm like, okay, all right, you know what? Yeah, I love this guy. Zygon, yeah, I can't stand Eric Leclerc. So yeah, watching from my initial perception of Eric until I watched him and met him and realized that I love this guy. But I kind of had that sentiment too. But I'm an ignorant asshole. I'm like an ignorant asshole. So like my opinion is always fucking mostly wrong. Apart from when it comes to opinions, when it comes to things like that and gauging people, I'm usually incorrect. I'm right about everything else, but about that specifically, I'm incorrect. And for Eric, I was way wrong, and he ended up being one of my favorite people on the planet. Top notch, you remember me from the Minecraft days or nah? That's funny. Maybe I should just do like a passive Minecraft stream, right? You think? I think that'll be a fun one. I should have done one here, but I don't know if I have. No, the capture cards at the studio is at the UME Studios, Florida. Um, and I don't have Minecraft on this laptop, so unfortunately, I don't think I could do that if I wanted to. I would buy all the decks in a series. Would you sign them? Yeah, yeah. If people want me to sign the cards, I don't understand why. The bin wangs too. People like the signed ones, and I'm like, why? Well, first of all, with the bin wangs, it's not like you're getting anything, right? So the bin wangs, you're not getting much, but I do sign them with inappropriate stuff when people tend to cop these from the UME store, and I just find it funny seeing people send back pictures and they're like, "Hey, got my fucking bin wang shite cards." You know a trick I've been playing with recently? I've been playing with this one, seeing that now I have this one. These fucking whatever these cards are. I can't do it the way you're supposed to do it, but it's this one where you do this. Let me see if I could do this correctly. I've been playing around with this a lot. It's I believe what's that guy that died of alcoholism? Larry Jennings. Okay, I think it's his thing. But it's this one here where you put the card in the back and you're doing this shit. I already flashed it, I know. But you're doing this shit, right? Like even though it's here in the back, you're doing this shit. I've been playing around with that one a lot. I've been practicing that one and I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I'm wondering how to put a twist on it, a little bit of a piggy twist on it. But nothing's come to mind so far. Nice cream, thank you, man. Grow my beard again, but not because I'm gaining weight for once. Yeah, you know what I hate? And I think top notch, you're the exemplary example of this because you're a very attractive, chiseled individual. Because I know many people that they have like flowing, long, beautiful locks of hair, and they have wondrous beards that are shaped and they look great. Close up illusion by Larry Jennings. Yeah, that's exactly it. Then I see a picture of you where it's like you have this beard, you look like a male model, you look like you're about to fucking fuck. You look like you just fucked and you're about to fuck, right? But then you shave it off, and I'm like, okay, now I see the chiseled chin and it's more defined. But at the same time, my dude, keep the beard, all right? Keep your beard game strong, okay? You gotta let them know you're there. If you don't have a beard, they don't know you're there. But if you have a beard, they feel it and they go, there's a nibba here. There's a nibba here, and I feel them for sure. So keep it, man. Keep it, grow it, embrace it, oil it. All right. Treat it with love, and it's gonna reward you. It's gonna reward you with many years of girls going, "Oh my God, it's so itchy." Is your deck gonna have a mark system? Not the first one. Not the first one. I'll do it from back here. But if anybody's seen the fucking 50K video, you know what my cards fucking look like. All right, right here. Look at that from afar. There you go. That's all you're gonna get. But yeah, I show it clearly in the 50K video, as I mentioned many fucking times before. But the first one, I don't think is going to be marked. Maybe that might be a stretch thing. Maybe that might be a stretch thing. If we find out how to do it good, like a nice reader on that, for sure. But as far as these, the base ones are not going to be marked. They're not going to be marked. There's no place to put them on the design on these. There's no place to put them where they're not going to stand out because it's a very sort of minimal style deck, as you saw from my peek. I just realized how fucking you could see them from that. It's not like I was hiding it. But yeah, I really like the way they came out, but this one is not going to do it. The second deck, I think, there's going to be room for that. The second deck that's going to come out in 2024. So let's see. A lot of people joking about the hand lotion, but I've been on Jason England's binge, and besides jerking it, lotion is beneficial for second deals. He carries a small bottle. Well, here's the thing. You let me know if you could stop hearing me, okay? This is the best one you could get. This right here is the best cream lotion. This shit smells like sex. It smells like you just literally banged. And this is the best one. This is trash because this gives a rash. Look at that. I'm rapping. I'm not even trying. Um, so this right here is quite substantial. And it does give you a little bit of tact. It's not going to be Octopalm, but this one is pretty substantial when it comes to just smelling good. It smells fucking great. This is, of course, cocoa butter. You can't go wrong with it. I get rashes. I get, like, here, it fucking grows, and I can't deal with that. So I recommend this one, Nivea Men Cream, right here. This is the hot one that keeps your boy's skin looking as hot as it looks. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that skin. Look at that radiance, that moisture that you have on this, all right? There's that, and trust me, there's a lot here, all right? I use half a fucking can every time I put it on my forehead. So if anyone knows about good moisture. What consistency is moisturizer? I mean, if you were going to consume moisturizer, would it be considered eating or drinking? That's funny. Okay, I like the semantic. I like the semantic there. But I feel like I answered it with my little diatribe. I live in Florida, so I'm always moist. Well, welcome to the fucking club here, man. Welcome to the Florida committee. Welcome to the little bit of a hot Florida town where we're fucking dealing with the BS of girls coming out wearing fucking boots because it's 75 degrees. God fucking damn it. See, try O'Keefe's working hands. Okay, all right, I'll give that a little bit of a hot try. What did I buy recently? I saw one cockroach, and your boy goes nuts. I can't. I fucking can't. I see one cockroach, and your boy buys this right here because I'm not about to fucking sleep and get some fucking cockroach crawl in my mouth and then lead and breed an army of cockroaches inside of my belly. I'm not about to deal with that shit. Let's see, if y'all don't know the script to the Syrian card trick tutorial by heart, you ain't a real piggybacker. Or is that another contribution I single-handedly made to this channel? I came up with that for free. You know what's funny? When I was writing up the summary for last week's patron stuff, I was like, man, fuck, piggybacker is such a like a tremendous term. I forgot who made it up. And then, of course, now you just obviously reminded through your massive fucking ego that it was you. So thank you for that. Yeah, piggybacker is a quite substantial term, and I think it's a great little bit of a hot hook there. Crispy Bacon says it doesn't work for hair loss. Hold up. I feel like I'm in a hairdresser's getting advice from the gay male stylist. Well, here's the thing, man. You know what? I was gonna dedicate an entire episode to this. I think the next ham radio is gonna be called Supercuts because I used to get my haircut at Supercuts like a fucking virgin. I used to go to my girl Jackie, right? She was like a very attractive MILF, and I would go there and be like, hey, let me get a number two on the side and scissors on top. And I would say that every time, but I would end up looking like a little Cuban boy, like a fucking 5-year-old Cuban boy. And I realized after my many years of going to Supercuts that they only know one fucking haircut. At Supercuts, you're paying $17, 17 to 23 bucks. 17 to 23 bucks. I'm going to say that one more time just because the atrocity of the price. They only know one haircut, and it's that haircut. So, regardless of me going in there and saying, hey, let me get a two on the sides and scissors on top, they're still going to give me fucking number two on the sides and scissors on top. So, that was a fun point in my life. And then my friend introduced me to barbershops, and I've never turned back, even though I haven't been to a barbershop since January. I think for the Magi Fest, I haven't cut my hair. So your boy's out here on that fucking. Look at this. Look at this. I would say a certain word that begins with F and rhymes with hag, but unfortunately, I can't use that word unless I'm dropping a little bit of a hot Justin Miller reference, and I can't do that now because the context is incorrect. But yeah, so that's your boys. That's the hair I've been rocking here. But I think it's reached this peak in terms of length, and but I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna enjoy it until I shave it all completely bald, which makes me a massive hypocrite. It's difficult not to have a big ego when I'm just amazing. Haha, I swear the accomplishments of my life aren't even exclusive to the internet. What the fuck? Haha, I want to fucking end. You should say that in your previous creepy pasta voice. I feel like you should just do your own comments and have a channel where you save your comments that you put here and you say it in a creepy pasta voice. Like Nexpo. Nexpo is one that does that. So he'll read a comment and he has kind of like a little fucking thing in his voice where he'll be like, in Canada, our supercuts is called First Choice, and every time I went there, I came out looking like Marty Gilbert. Gave me oh fuck, that's fucking tremendous. So yeah, it's like a very specific cadence. I head out later, Piggy. Later, Zygon. I'm sorry I encouraged your remembrance of fucking panic attacks. Frag. I like grenades too. Oh, frag. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Off by one, right? So that would be where you bust out your off by one by Kenton Nepper. Luke, the double lift of haircuts. A haircut is 20 bucks now. I think it was 8 the last time I paid for one. Yeah, Supercuts is very fucking expensive. The barbershop is very nice. I usually go. The guy fixes up my beard pretty nice, although I've learned to shape it up, I think, pretty well. I keep it maintained. Yesterday, I have a whole beard routine that makes it what you have now. Although I don't like, I wish I had more of like I don't want to say Keemstar gnome sort of thing, but I feel like I need to take advantage of my face shape. And right now I'm encouraging the fact that my head looks like a pear. So with this beard, it's encouraging and enhancing that look and not hiding it. These nuts. Uh, let's see this one. What? Who said my name? God fucking damn it. Ham radio. Buy yourself a nice electric suck cut. Are you talking about those old machines that had a vacuum cleaner that you would just rub on your fucking hair and it would suck it up? I forgot that I saw it on TikTok today again because I'm a fucking, unfortunately, addicted to watching girls twerk and looking at stuff like that. But it was like a vacuum cleaner attached to a razor and it would just suck your shit up. A Flowbee. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. And it gave you a haircut that made it look like you just fucked your sister. Like it gave you the haircut of a person that just literally had sexual intercourse with his sister, which I mean is an aesthetic for some. For me, I think it's a sign of retardation. But some people embrace that look. Some people embrace that look. I personally can't have that look. I tried it for years with my little Cuban boy haircut, having a number two on the sides and scissors on top. And even in the barbershop, I was very scared to experiment. So I would just tell the guy like, hey man, just give me like a one, give me a one, and then leave the top long, man. And then He would eventually, it would eventually get to this. This is what eventually it got to. And if you look at my profile picture, it's me with my most obnoxious hair. I think that that's the most obnoxious hair I've ever had, which was a fade, a half into a two or whatnot, and then fucking the top long with a perfectly manicured bun. That was pretty fucking rough, I gotta say. I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again. But I did it once. You know what? You gotta do everything once. All right, you gotta do everything once. Anal, all right, you gotta do it once. And I don't mean with a chick. The beard envy is strong. My beard looks like somebody threw a handful of pubes on my face. Well, that's you gotta maintain it, man. You gotta oil it. Every beard, obviously, I'm Arab, so I get that. So it's almost like a cheat code. So this is not shaving for like I think a couple hours, and this kind of is what manifests on my fucking face. But this would look like pubic hairs if I didn't manage it. So I gotta put oil. I gotta put fucking there's a lot of managing. You comb it. Hey man, I noticed through your videos that you made about jokes of liberals and Republicans like Joe Biden with the Trump hat. You have an Elizabeth Warren shirt, or are you an independent? I'm agnostic. That was funny. I don't know if that I found that to be funny. I have the Elizabeth Warren shirt here, but it's gross. It smells like cigarettes and regret. And I mean, MAGA Joe Biden is our next president, so you have to embrace MAGA Joe Biden, right? So that's why he's in the back there. I have to bow to him every time I pass by him. It's a legal thing. Everyone's gonna have to do it eventually. I got the because I'm a little bit of an influencer. I get the heads up on the upcoming policies. So one of them is the Pledge Allegiance. So ni hao. Okay. So I did it. I did it. Okay. So I'm good for today. I'm good for today. I don't have to. I don't have to. You know, get in trouble now. I get a haircut by one of these swamp gypsies that is almost entirely self-sufficient from the economy. The lady and her husband are both awesome people. They always look forward. Oh, I always look forward to my haircuts. That's weird. I've never heard of that. I've heard of the random tío or tía, fucking acere, consote, that they know how to fucking cut your hair up. And they'll take you in the backyard with a garbage bag. And they'll fucking put a garbage bag around you. And they give you a bowl haircut. So that was, I've gotten that once because my aunt apparently was a quote unquote peluquera, which is a very trashy way of saying haircut, hairdresser, whatever. But let me tell you, I don't think that woman's ever cut anybody's hair because she might as well put a bowl on my head and shaved around in a perfect equidistant bowl-like fashion, and it was quite a terrible haircut. But luckily, I was young and it wouldn't matter. That's the thing that like kids don't realize. When you do something as a child, it doesn't fucking matter. You could have a haircut where half your head is shaved and you have half the other head like just grown, and it doesn't fucking matter because you're a kid. Embarrassment shouldn't exist as a child. Jesus, now people get embarrassed. Actually, even now, you shouldn't get embarrassed about anything you do, because people that are judging you are just as fucking bad, if not worse than you are. So why would you care about anyone going, oh my god, dude, look at him with the fucking half haircut? But you know what? Guess what? I could stand like this and look like one person, and then I could stand like this and look like one person. Can you do that? No, Samantha. Me and my Dremel have been in it for 50 of the last 70 hours, and I think I got something pretty cool. Who do you think I should submit it to? It's a coin gimmick illusionist. Yeah, I mean, I think they've been looking for shit. Them, Lost Arts, Penguin. I've heard some shady shit about Penguin and their practices when it comes to, like live streams and all that shit. I've heard a little bit of shady stuff, and I've been shown shady stuff. So I don't know about them. I don't know in terms of what you're going to get from them. You're going to get a lot of eyes on your stuff, but if you're looking for this right here, I don't know if you're going to get it. Illusionists too, I mean, they're magic companies, right? They're magic companies. So they're, at the end of the day, they're trying to make a profit too, and they're going to try to make more than you, technically. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Whatever company you go to, it doesn't matter. You're always going to get, you're going to get their email list, but at the same time, you're going to get this right here. You're going to get that, which is what that guy in the alleyway told me was a medical procedure. And then now I realized it's not. It was molestation. So, are you one of those gray aliens that I see my sleep paralysis as anonymous comment guy? I feel like Top Notch and anonymous comment guy are the same person. I feel like the conversation here is too much, that it's definitely the same person. I prefer the term extraterrestrial, but I won't expect you to know. I know it triggers us to be called aliens, like we're Mexicans or something. Well, here's the thing, man. I've realized now, now that you said aliens, I definitely am for the border, right? But for Canada, I feel like we should definitely work on a border separating us more substantially, even if it's not like a physical border. Well, yeah, okay, no, it has to be a physical border because I think it has to represent the fact that we have a clear separation between Canada and America. That's what I want. I want like a clear, like, hey, here's a wall, all right, and just know that you're different, you're separate from us. So Mexico, I don't care about, right? Mexico, you're gonna get people that are gonna come regardless, and they're the ones that built the fence, right? They're the ones that built the fence. So Canada, that's what I want. I want a border. I want a border. And then every third beam, I want like a dick, like those truck balls, like the people that have small dicks that have Ford Raptors, they put balls on their truck. That's what I want. Every third pole, between the fence. That's what I want. I'd gladly pay $17,000 a year in tax money on that. Not Octoroon, but I love that word. It sounds more offensive than it is. Well, my favorite word, but I realized last time I said it, I think YouTube decided that my channel is very shite. I'm cheating right now. I'm cheating and I'm still struggling on YouTube. I'm cheating and putting out fucking ads, and YouTube is still like, you thought you could get away with this, huh? You thought you get away with this, and they're fucking crushing me down, motherfuckers. We have a border, multiple ones. Yeah, I know, but a more substantial, like emblem, like a totem, like a border that's obnoxious and doesn't do anything apart from just remind you whenever you see that. Oh, okay, all right. I guess we're separate from the Canadians. I'm always scared, by the way, that I'm gonna squeeze this, and this is gonna just shoot out of my face. But I've realized there's a valve, so I can only press it, and that's when liquid comes out. But I've been squeezing this really hard, and I'm wondering how much will it take for me to squeeze this. Okay, all right. That's pretty substantial. I don't have to worry about it. Yes, agree. Cover that face for Allah's sake. That's funny. That's funny. Little do people know that there's a gross Arab man underneath that mask, and it ended up looking like this. It ended up looking like I'm on the FBI most wanted list. Like I was one of the people that got away with 9/11. I showed up late for the meeting. That's why I'm not there. It's the we have a dick border already. I'd start with that coin guy influencer, get a buzz going. Which coin guy influencer are you referring to? I've seen a lot of like cringy magic tricks on TikTok. By the way, it seems to be like that's a it seems to be like that's a trend, and it's always a guy that's it's the same type of person, and they always do the. Did you know that you could do this with this, and then if you put your finger through here, this blade actually goes through my finger and it doesn't cut my finger because of magic, and you watch that and you go, wow, I want to kill myself. Not interested. Like I purposely pressed on that and click not interested. I almost want to comment, or sorry, not comment. I almost want to go and report it. But every magician that I've seen on TikTok makes me want to put my fucking face on this fan. Look at the situation that I have, by the way, here. So this is a box fan that I've realized. Look at this shit. I don't know if you can see this here. I've taken out the. Well, first of all, I haven't cleaned it in about a fucking since a fortnight. But there's no cover here. There's no cover here. So if I turn this on, please pardon the sound. If I turn this on, there's nothing shielding me from this. Look at that. There's nothing shielding me from that. And I did that because I took out the part to clean it and I never put it back. But here's what's going to happen eventually. Eventually, I'm going to pick it up like this. First of all, let me stop this. Okay? I'm going to pick this up like this and get the fright of my life as my fingertips are slowly chiseled away by the plastic pachydermatous exterior of the fucking blades of that. So that's something that I do. Gary Vee recommends cold showers. I recommend taking the fan cover off of your box fan. That's what I recommend doing. That's how you get motivated. Let's see. When did you start getting into magic? And are you a professional magician that you could hire? Or are you a fan of magic? Well, I'm an amateur magician. I'm technically professional by the fact that I get paid by YouTube and Patreon people. So that's how technically I'm a professional. But as far as doing gigs and stuff, no, I'm not a professional magician. Nor do I want to be. I don't get my jolly off on magic by doing that. I get my jolly off making up stuff, like coming up with good hot content. That's where I get my jollies off. These nuts. So when it comes to that, I've never been interested in trying to, be a professional magician. I've been interested in doing a show. Like I've always been interested in scripting and doing a stage show, but that's the only sort of professional thing that I've ever been curious with. As far as like doing walk around bits, I've never been interested in doing that. I think that that's an art and a talent in itself. The only people I've seen, the only people I've seen is what do you call this? People that are very cringy in person. I've seen them obviously in video and YouTube. I've seen a lot of people, David Williamson being one that's tremendous at that style of magic, Greg Wilson and people like that, Jay Sankey. But at least in my experience, I've never been in a walk around sort of environment where there's a magician present, where I've seen the magician and I'm like, oh, okay, this guy's doing good stuff. It's always like, hey, fedora off on the table. So I know that there's going to be something that's going to be loaded under that at some point. And then, here's a card trick, here's a sponge trick, here's a coin trick. They're all different. And then that's about it. That's pretty much what every thing that I've experienced. I've never been interested in that per se, but make every fence post on an obelisk on the border to remind everyone who doesn't already to worship Osiris's severed wang. Okay, that's oddly specific, I would say. But I prefer the balls. I prefer the truck balls on that. Let's go up here because I saw this comment here and I'm going to address it. Top notch, I apologize, though, depending on who you ask, Mexico is extraterrestrial. I mean, it's basically a little bit of terrestrial hanging off of the US like a butthole Klingon. I think those are called dingleberries. I think you're referring to a dingleberry, which is a poopsicle that refuses to fall out unless you do this and then it comes out. I'll donate a grand to ham radio if you stop the fan with your little ticker. So you're saying that if I take my penis out, mind you, I got my dick cut in my zipper about 2 weeks ago, and I still cringe every time I put up my zipper. So for me to imagine the thought process that I would have to go through for $1,000 to stick my dinky in a fan to stop it is cringe on its own. The cringe TikTok magician should be directed to my channel. The Wisdom of David Williamson episode is up. This week is Danny D'Artis. Shameless self-promotion. I shout you all the time in the vid too. Let me see if I could go to channel. I can't click on it and go to channel, but I'll definitely check out your channel after the stream and see the hot content. The hot content. Although I do warn you that I don't watch magic stuff, so I don't like to watch magic stuff. I'm not a fan of magic-related content. By the way, I hope people are appreciating the commitment that I've had on this stream, holding this fucking arbitrary bottle of lotion this entire time when I didn't need it. I remember I had a teacher in college once that he tried to do that James Randi bit where he comes in with glasses and he's holding like a fucking microphone, and the microphone is obviously a beard trimmer and it's not a microphone, and he's talking about perception and his glasses don't have lenses. There was a teacher that tried doing that and failed miserably in my college, which I found quite funny because he comes in and he puts his glasses on, but when he puts his glasses on, his fingers are through the fucking lenses or where the lenses are supposed to go. And then the other one is that the microphone, you could clearly tell that it's not the microphone he's using. So he tried to do that, and I'm like, oh God, he's gonna try to go for the James Randi bit, and it didn't work. It didn't work. It goes without saying. Hey Piggy, that one friend of mine who would appear in my videos would comment, whose name starts with an E, is mentally unstable and in a home for help. Now pray for him. No lie. Wait, you're agnostic. Experiment for him. Okay, let me experiment for him. If I get this water bottle, right, and mix it with the Nivea lotion in my hand, all right. So this is an experiment because I have to make a hypothesis. I'm gonna put a little bit of Nivea, right. Am I going to be able to get more hand sanitizer or hand lotion to let me see, if I put water. So that's my hypothesis. If I put water in this hand lotion, it's going to make more lotion. So let's test my hypothesis. It did not. It did not. It just made my hand wet and smooth. So that's my experiment for E. Is that real, by the way? Is he really doing that right now? Is he really in a home for help? Because he's a young guy. So if you're in a home for help at what, 20, 21, 22? The fuck? Man, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. You still keep in contact with him, or is it like a passive thing? Like he's a passive friend now, or is he just someone that you know about? He's gone off the rocker. He's Jesus, he said. Okay, so one of those. Fuck me, dude. Why do people still do SpongeBob tricks? I don't know who the fuck carries around sponges. At least cards are somewhat of a recognizable object. Well, if you look at my video called Stop Doing SpongeBob Tricks, where I give many alternatives, there are people that commented and said, hey man, you're an idiot. SpongeBobs get good reactions. And I didn't deny that. SpongeBobs get tremendous reactions because you're doing magic in their gross, disgusting, masturbatory hands. But here's the thing, all right? And here's the thing you didn't understand. SpongeBobs do not exist. So do it with dollar bills. Do it with bundled up napkins. Do it with sugar packets, things that are on the table, right? Don't do it with fucking sponge balls that you have to take out from your dirty pocket and go, or even worse, take it out from a coin purse that you have to take out and go, this is my Las Vegas coin purse. And here I have some pieces of sponge. And then you put that on the table and they go, oh, you're on the registry. Okay, that makes sense. Let me see how much battery I have on my mics. All right, I got good battery there. And I got good battery here. Your boy's killing it right now. Your boy's killing it with the production value. Um, okay, so hold up. Vin Diesel performed magic for me at a Christmas party. I shit you not. Just before a movie was in, Boiler Room came out. He didn't have the fake name yet. No fucking way. No fucking way. What do you do? What trick would Vin Diesel do other than do this to your drink? When you go to the bathroom, that feels like a trick Vin Diesel would do. That's a fun prank, by the way, to do. If you're at like a bar, go up to like random people's drinks and do this, and then walk away. I think I got that from Eric Leclerc. I think that's a joke that I stole from Eric, but that's pretty funny. You got to know the people, all right? Don't just do it to random girls, okay? Do it to people you know, and I think it's quite funny. Oh shit, I used the wrong form of your for the first time ever. Please take my wrench away, as Miss Gibson won't be pleased. Is that your junior high school English teacher? Is that your junior high school English teacher? I wish I remembered your fucking address. I wish I remembered your fucking address. So right now I would have blown your fucking load by saying, whatever place you're from, and then followed by high school, and assume that that's your high school. What are your three favorite decks of cards that you own, and the ones that you use most often? Bin Wangs. Bin Wangs, because of the meme. All right, they're trash playing cards, but the point is that you could do tricks with any deck of cards. And these right here are trash. They're shit. They're cards that I found in a dollar store. Daniel, who's my ham radio partner, he found a warehouse that sells these, and he copped a lot of them. And I've used those a lot because, what's the fucking point? People are out here being crazy when it comes to cards and thinking that they make a difference, but they really don't. I've enjoyed playing with the bees. I've played around with these bees, of which I'm giving away a couple for a video. The New Illusionist bee deck, but that's about it. I mean, whatever people send me is what I play with, but I don't have favorite cards per se. The Penguin Magic marked ones, so the Mandarin, whatever the fuck they're called from Penguin Magic, the marked ones, those are tremendous. I think I'm waiting on some DMC Elites that I'm going to be sent probably this week. But other playing cards, man, like good, decent marked thin decks, the cohorts are probably my other favorite deck, just because the thinness of the cards and the fact that they're marked. Let's see this one. If you use napkins, you can move to Flight of the Paper Balls by Slidini, my favorite trick. Look at that right there. So not only do you have the opportunity to do sponge balls with something that makes sense, but then at the end you could get into that. And then what's the twist? The twist at the end, maybe they find one ball, and that happens to be the napkin that healed, right? So look at that. I'm already coming up with a set with sponge balls with a napkin, and I'm not even putting effort. Could you do that with sponge balls? You fucking old fuck that responded on my video, all right, you cunt. Some old guy responded on my video and said that I don't know what I'm talking about, all right? But I do know what I'm talking about. You just are stuck in your stupid old man ways, all right? The time is now, old man. I say this as an old man. I need to remind myself to keep standing up straight, But is this a natural stance? Like, okay, so this right now is me natural. Let me see how I look like. This is me natural, right? This is what people recommend for me to stand, right? So the posture, this is the recommended posture that I should have. So let me stand here. Do I look like I'm natural right now with this posture? I feel like I'm not. I'm anything but natural. So this is what is the recommended. This is my normal one. This is my normal one, right? So this is me and my comfortable. This is what they say I should stand like. And I get an extra inch, right? Unfortunately, not on my penis, so that's not gonna work with the ladies. But is this, I don't like this. So I'm gonna see if I could stand like this for the rest of the fucking stream. And it does make my titties look big though. That old man wasn't wrong though. I know he's right because sponge balls do get great reactions. Okay, sponge balls are tremendous in the sense of what the effect is. You're making something disappear from your hand and appear on their hand, and then do many different things. But sponge balls themselves are terrible. They're just the you. First of all, you have to go and you have to make a stupid joke about it, right? Oh, here I have some balls in my pocket. Grab it. Sorry, I have to cough when you touch my balls. So if you do it with dollar bills, I think it's way better. Me enseñaba inglés in third grade. Spoke in Ebonics. Always says some shit about pens or something that confused me. I don't know. I think it's me enseñó, not me enseñaba. Enseñaba, I think, would be what, like past? Él me enseña. Nosotros enseñamos. Vosotros enseñáis. I remember that shit from fucking grade school. I wanted to kill myself. Um, but enseñaba English. My Spanish writing is fucking awful. Even though it's my first language technically. I just bought a bunch of the new Madison White Advocates for the meme of their name. Madison White Advocates. Oh, that's really fucking funny. I didn't even get that. White Advocates. Holy shit. Could you imagine if he came out the like there's like a little bit of like peppered in, like a little bit of KKK ideology peppered into the deck with the White Advocates. Holy shit. That's a tremendous name for a deck. Anonymous comment guy says, that's a hilarious person who definitely isn't me. Most teachers speak in Ebonics because there's no hard qualifications to become a teacher. It's very easy to become a teacher. It's just very expensive. I'm still paying it off. Even though I've been fired for 3 years now, I'm still paying it off. And every time I look at my credit card, I get reminded, oh, maybe I shouldn't have put those classes on my fucking credit card. Even though, true story, I think I mentioned this before, in order to become a teacher, obviously you need to have a certain set of qualifications, right? And they're classes, so you need to pay for the classes. You're essentially going back to school. And I remember I called my boss, my principal, and I go, hey man, do you guys reimburse me for the classes that I pay for? Because they're fucking expensive. It's like 5 fucking grand. Um, so I call the guy, and he goes, reimburse you? What? Yeah, so he laughed at me. And then I went to talk to an advisor, and I go, hey, is there any sort of scholarships that I could get? And I end up going, maybe talking to him for 20 minutes, and he goes, wait, you graduated already? I go, yeah. And he goes, yeah, no, you don't get any fucking qualification. You don't get any scholarships. Are you fucking stupid? You graduated. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, so that was a fun time, and I remember just going, all right, here, take the fucking credit card. So that was kind of fun. But obviously, look where it ended up. Look where it ended up. Look where it ended up. I think I'm still qualified to be a teacher until 2022 with my certification. So that's quite funny. Forget Casa Nostra. Fear the Bin Wang Gang. Is Casa Nostra another fucking deck? My eyes are absolute trash, so I'm kind of hesitant on buying marked cards. Just instantly regret it. Well, I wish I had my cards here, but unfortunately they're there in a trunk and they're under here. The DMCs are tremendous because the markings are this big. Like you can't fucking miss them. So those are good. The Penguin Magic ones, they're quite small, but if you hold it close enough, you could see it. You could make them out, but it depends on your eyesight. My eyesight's shit. So if I don't have my glasses, I could fucking can't even see my own dick. I assume it's, oh man, it's so big. And then I put it back and I just realized that it was just blurry. But as far as that, yeah, your best bet's going to be the DMCs because they're just thick boys. But those are quite pricey. I think those are about 20 for a deck. Let's see. That old guy isn't wrong though. I think you just said that again. You fuck. Oh no, I just read that again. Jesus. Shoulders rolled back looks more athletic. Shoulders pinned back looks like a gym poser rat. Okay, so this is pinned back. This is me with my tits out, pinned back. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable like that. But this is rolled back. Okay, so that's rolled back. Now, that doesn't look bad. Okay, maybe I should kind of force myself to stand like that from now on, just to have better posture. Opaque cake is a past subjunctive form of enseñar. Wouldn't expect your dirty Arab ass to know. Don't worry. That's Pigcake out here with a minus 0.25 prescription. Shaking my head. I'm at a negative 5.50. Well, I remember the optometrist told me that my fucking eyes are that of a squirrel because they said that it's too big for my head, which is quite funny because I have a massive fucking head. So my eyes are quite substantial for that. But I haven't replaced my prescription in, I think, 10 years. So these are new glasses. But I think I mentioned that before that I had to go into an argument with the lady to get my prescription. So I could buy these cheapo depots, which cost 36 bucks from a fucking website with my prescription. So glasses are a fucking scam. $700 out here. Suck my dick. I remember these. I back in the day as a fucking teacher, when I had insurance, even though I didn't take advantage of it like an asshole, I still paid for everything. Funny enough, I think I mentioned this. I got insurance about a month before I got fired, and I didn't use it. These bad boys were about 700 bucks because glasses are a scam. Glasses are a massive scam. So they get you in there with the prescription. They get you in there with a bunch of shit. And that was about 8 years ago that I bought that. So that's me going, haha, I don't need new glasses, motherfucker. I could just buy new ones with the same old prescription. You cunt. I'm not gonna fall prey to your fucking marketing. All right, Four Eyes or whatever other glasses place. I've always noticed that glasses places have very attractive women that work at them. That and banks. It's like the managers are all like these bros that they hire very attractive salespeople, and they tend to be really attractive women. So I find that quite funny. I just felt something fucking wet on my arm. Jesus, that's great. So maybe there's a vagina somewhere around here, right? COVID. That's not a forehead, but an eight head. Ha ha ha. Mine is worse. Yeah, it was here once. All right, my head started off at a nice, calm over here, right, and then eventually just kept getting regressed back. You should see the Costco pharmacy. Good lord. Oh, for females, yeah, I have to imagine. Pharmacies are also another place where you have like some solid 7.5 out of tens, which are quite substantial. Um, I mean, the places that I frequented, just in terms of like just general, I call it bank teller, banker sexual, right, or business sexual, which is my favorite type of look because it's pretend fake business, right? Because you're wearing a shirt, like a dress shirt, you're wearing a skirt, but then the skirt is like, dude, I could see everything. I could see your religion based on your fucking the tightness of your skirt, and also the shirt. So I call it business sexual, and it's my favorite look. But you see it in banks, you see it in optometrist offices, and I imagine you also see it in the pharmacy at Costco. You see it in the pharmacy of Carsco. Jesus, kill me. I think there's only one Costco down here, and I haven't been in there because I refuse to get a fucking membership for a place so I could buy meat in bulk. Let's see about my first pair of pharmacy reading glasses at times 1.25. They really help. Yeah, well, these are like far, but like boys, these aren't close-up ones. But I used to have. I need to find a picture of me with the old glasses that I thought would get me pussy, and there were these square glasses, right, with no border, and there were these square ones that made me look like I did IT. So that's quite a fun one. I remember that back in the day, and then I upgraded to these bad boys, which I think the reason I got them so big is because I thought maybe they would help hide my forehead, but they don't do that. They just highlight my forehead. So that's Glasses Gang. Glasses Gang. Yo, Glasses Gang out here representing, dog. Where we at, huh? Where's the Glasses Gang? I might be the whitest person in the fucking planet. Have you ever been? Have you ever experienced Baja Mar Casino Bees? The USPC makes casino cards special for different climates, and the Baja Mar is in the Bahamas. They survive in Florida. Well, I have these, which are the B ones. I bought this from a corner store not so long ago. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Leg workouts are great, by the way. They're tremendous. I recommend them for short people because when you bend down, you get reminded as to how fucking old you are. Okay, I can't find them. I found the cohorts, by the way. I fucking want to shoot up a school right now. I want to shoot up the nearest fucking school. Oh my goodness. I made the mistake of going, you know what? I'm going to put these cards and they're going to balance together. And they don't fucking balance at all. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Okay, so these are the Bs that I'm going to give away, which I apologize for the ding that's on this one that I'm giving away. There's going to be a nice little bent corner on these bad boys. So the resale value is going to be exactly negative on these. Let's see. These are the ones. Ah, you fucking piece of angel haired pasta. Okay. So these, yeah, I just found the cohorts. Just found the cohorts here. That was riveting content. I apologize for that. Uh, but yeah, these are the cohorts, which I find to be one of my favorite ones, just because they're marked. They're marked pretty substantially well, and they're also thinner than my erect penis. So let's see if I could find a marking here. Queen of Spades, right? So you see it's literally there. It's there. Like you can't fucking miss it if you're looking for it. The focus on this fucking thing is shite, but you can make it out. How fucking can I focus on this, please? No, okay, that's gonna be it, because it's focusing on my face. But they're great. Look at that. They're thinner than my penis. They have thin borders. So these, for whoever's asking, is one of my favorite decks. I enjoy this one just because of the thinness of it. So you could go up to a girl and be like, "Hey, girl, you want some pussy, huh? Hey, girl, I got a question for you. Are you a fan of dick?" You could do that. And also, I'm surprised the Queen Bee ones are pretty thin. The only problem is that they don't have borders. And I like borders, as I've mentioned before, from my alternative right manifesto. So these are the B bad boys, and they're pretty thin. Look at this. You ready for this? Look at this. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hey girl, are you a fucking optometrist? Because I want to fuck your eyes out. Look at that. That's my Jeff McBride impression. Look at this. Hold up. Look at that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get all the pussy. Let's see. Casino cards are a scam. Anonymous comment guy. After one game, the dealer gets rid of the deck. I have a friend that works at casinos. They get a ton of decks for free. They all warp the same. Well, he's saying that they have specific decks that are for the climate, but I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe USPC that they make different cards for different climates. Of course, being a South Florida individual, every deck of cards that I take outside resembles a African American person's weave, in that it expands and it takes up the properties of the environment around it. So let's see, what's this one? Pigcake, who's that singer you look exactly like and act like you don't know? Okay, who's that singer you look exactly like and don't act like you don't know who I'm talking about? There's no chance you won't know who I'm talking about that Spanish band, Los Bukis. I mean, right now I'm kind of rocking a little bit of a Marco Antonio Solis beard, but I don't think I look like him. But I have no idea who you're talking about. So I wouldn't pretend like I wouldn't know if you're talking about. If I knew who you were talking about, I would say it. I would definitely say it. Let's see. Let me stand here like a prepubescent gay as I read the comments. You'll look good with a shaved head when you decide to do it. Some people don't have a face for it, but you pull it off without looking like a gang member. I think I'll attribute that to my beard, but I'm going to keep it like this for as long as I possibly can. Although I am getting tired of having to fucking sweep just massive hairballs of just a mix of beard, pubic hairs, and hair. I remember I used to, when I had a significant other that lived with me, I would always bitch at her. And I'm like, could you fucking do something about this, please? And then now I understand the plight. So, yeah. Let's see. Mine are sealed, haven't been opened. It's a runoff. I get them from a Canadian company. Hey, Pig, there's 10 racks to shave your beard or head on live stream. Well, here's the thing. The other day I thought of shaving my beard. The other day I thought of it. I was looking at the fucking, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go back to Piggy from fucking high school Piggy with the flavor saver. I had a flavor saver, and that's all I had. So I would trim this. I never shaved it, but I trimmed all of it and just had a flavor saver. and I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised I'm not on the registry. Um, but as far as that goes, yeah, I'm keeping my head. I'm keeping this hair as long as I possibly can until it literally falls off. Then I'm gonna shave it, and then I'll rock the Stone Cold Steve Austin look. Let's see. All right, Bloodsport is on TV. I gotta go. Why is Bloodsport so popular all of a sudden? Are you talking about Bloodsport, the movie with John Claude Van Damme? Is that the one you're referring to? Because that's a fucking classic. If Bloodsport's on, you better be watching that shit. Why would you not watch that? Do you like the new thinner Copags? Yes and no. I have I mean they send me every time they come up with something. They fucking send them to me, and they're fun. I like the thick boys as the meme of it. I like the thick boys just because of the meme of having the thick boy cards. But I mean they're nice. They're great. Especially the marked ones are pretty fucking substantial. I always assumed that they were going to be expensive, but they're actually quite cheap. They're quite cheap and reasonably priced. My thing is, I mean, they're fucking playing cards. God fucking damn it, they're playing cards. The cohorts are nice. I don't know who prints them. Manufactured in Belgium, yeah. So they print these, obviously. But yeah, I'm more of a fan of these. I gotta say, I'm more a fan of these, just in terms of the feel. Oh, let's see, LeBron cake. LeBron cake. You know, I'm not a fan of LeBron James as of late. I'm not a fan of LeBron James. I don't think I've ever been a fan of LeBron James. Let me lower this. No, you know, I'm not even going to touch that because my microphone is hanging precariously on the back. I've heard people talk about it many times in the past few months. I think you're also talking about Bloodsport. Bloodsport is also, there's like a fight thing, like a professional wrestling thing called Bloodsport. So I don't know if that's something that you've also heard. I've always preferred the thick decks, the thick boy decks. Yeah, but unfortunately, the thick boy decks do have the added disadvantage of that's funny. I just read the fucking top notch, motherfucker. Listen, I haven't been a fan of LeBron James my entire life. All right, it's not this year as of late. Okay, all right, it's not this year as of late. Top. Okay, it's because I'm not a fan of LeBron. Okay, I'm not even when he was in Miami. I'm not a fan of LeBron. But I don't like the thick boys because it feels like your entire hand is encompassing the cards. So like with these, this is an entire deck. Look at that. They fit my feeble hands. I could do little gross things with them. I don't have to worry about it. Whereas the thick boy ones, you have to put a little bit more effort. So that's why I prefer the thin boys. But the cohorts are definitely, I think, the ones that match the price and the quality of cards that I expect. So borderless decks benefit a card mechanic. That means casinos have crunched the numbers and think that more cheating would happen in favor of the house. That is 100% a calculated decision. Yeah, I'm sure that everything to do with cards is calculated, right? Which is any if you're gambling, you're fucking losing. The only way to win is if by some miracle of chance you happen to get there at the right time and win, and then you leave. That's it. That's the only way to do it. But then people get encouraged to keep doing it. I was. I remember when I went to Vegas, I put a couple, bucks in the fucking thing and like hit it. I'm like, oh shit, I won. Wow. Let's keep trying to fucking win. That was my mistake. I could have profited way more. Um, did you watch UFC fight last night? No, I saw the highlights, and it seems like everybody literally got knocked out. It seems like everybody literally got knocked out. I didn't understand that you could still do a fucking spine buster and knock somebody out essentially. So I don't know what one of the knockouts were, but the guy grabs him and just goes, "All right." Like if okay, that was a great sound. But if you ever heard any sort of, I went to a black middle school, and that move was popular, where you just grab somebody by the waist, pick them up, and then just slam them on the ground. That was a very popular move. So I saw that one, and that one was quite substantial. But I thought that was like some Bellator shit, or whatever that other promotion was. Uh, let's see. Greatest basketball player to ever live, but don't debate me if you think Jordan is better and just as valid. Any other player at one is brain dead. That's funny. You sound like Daniel and another friend of mine that have had that debate many times. And every time I want to just get a sawed off shotgun and go. And now I have to find how to take two bodies on a motorcycle and hide them in the woods. That was a killer slam. Yes, it was. It was a very substantially killer slam, and I thought that that was illegal. But it turns out I think I was having this debate a week ago or a week and a half ago, and you can't slam them on their head. You can't slam them technically. You can't pile drive a person in UFC, but you can slam them. And if they happen to get knocked out, so be it. But you can't hit them specifically on their head. That's the illegal part. All that is out the window when you have gorilla-sized hands. Just roll with the punches. Oh, you're talking about the fucking slam there. Did you see the dude carry dude in front of his own coaches and wife and slam his head into the fucking nether? I saw that live and screamed. No, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that. That sounds like some downtown Nicaragua shit. That doesn't sound like some UFC shit. Strikes to the back of the head that are illegal, but anything incidental is fair. Well, what I like is just the concept of being able to power bump somebody. I know that Rampage Jackson did that back in the day, where he picked the guy up and just went, all right, Dave Batista powerbomb. And now you're knocked out and you forgot your own name. Hopefully in 10 years you don't have CTE and murder your family. I look like Vsauce Michael. I look like Vsauce Michael. So I've realized that whenever I whenever I'm close like this, I resemble Vsauce Michael. So, have you ever seen stick fighting? Arnis and Kali is fucking insane. No, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Rampage did it to Ricardo Arona and Pride. Okay, so it was Pride. That's what I was getting confused with Bellator. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that. It's fucking gross. Like you're grabbing the guy and you're going, all right, and now your kid's memories is forever gone from your brain because of this choice you made. Anything with cards, gorilla-sized hands gets complicated sometimes. Yeah, I figure because your pinky breaks are by pretty much like this by force. You don't have any option. It's just this. This is a normal pinky break to you. It was the same thing you were describing. Just understanding it was a fucking primitive beast of a god that he did it intentionally. Then in front of everybody who cared about him, it was inspiring. That's fucking tremendous. But the slam didn't knock him out. It was a clash of heads. Ugh. Ugh. Well, who's that guy that did that? That he knocked himself out on the guy's knee. So he was trying to slam him down, and then fucking he knocked himself out on the guy's own knee. And then even though he won the fight, it was like debated. I remember that. I saw that on a list recently. These nuts. When Piggy isn't wearing the hoodie, he's low-key ripped. Don't say that, man. Your boy's not ripped out here, okay? I did a good workout yesterday. Okay, my boy, we did some kettlebells. That's about it. And I've also been eating 1,000 calories every day. So your boy's out here ready to get knocked out at any opportunity. Anybody that decides to fucking throw down with me, I'm so fucking weak. I'm emaciated. All right, I'm eating exactly the amount of calories that is needed for a 79-pound person to survive. All right, I'm 150 pounds. All right, or 160. I don't know. I don't fucking remember. I can't be doing that, but I am because I'm being stupid and I want to lose weight quickly. Arnis and Kali are martial arts. They use sticks, bow staff, long stick. Oh my goodness! You know what that reminds me of? Just reading that those medieval mixed martial arts battles where they're in full fucking gear. They have like a sword and a shield, and they just fucking bash each other. How's that legal? How's that a thing? How the fuck is that a thing, my dude? Pigcake in a calorie deficit, like me, okay. My guy, six pack coming out soon. Listen, six pack is already coming out. Okay, six pack has already been out. It's not like whatever movies are coming out that you haven't seen because they're not in movie theaters because movie theaters are closed because of COVID. It's already live. Okay, that's not true. I have these right here that pop out every once in a while if I stick to the diet, and then this right over here is something that refuses to leave. So that right there is something that refuses to fucking to leave regardless of how much I try. So this is only gonna rid itself if I do a serious like tremendous cut. But I don't think I'm willing to do that. 1,000 is what I'm that, and then whatever comes comes. But I'm not gonna go absolutely crazy. Why are you trying to lose weight? You should be bulking. You should be bulking. I don't want to do that. I'll look ridiculous. I hate people. First of all, I hate short guys. I hate short guys. And I know it's a little bit hypocritical of me, but every time I see a short person, I'm like, you're overcompensating. Like, why do you look like you're overcompensating? It looks like you just opened up a GQ magazine and you said that's gonna work for me. It's not. All right, you're 5 feet tall. I know, that's thick coming from this guy. Okay, that's thick coming from this guy. Two thumbs and loves blowjobs. But I'm not a fan of short guys, and I'm especially less of a fan of short, extraordinarily fit guys. So if you're one of these guys that like you're just permanently like with a pump, so you're permanently like a thumb, and you're just walking around like, hi, my name's, and they always have like a fucking weird, like instead of being David, their names are like David. Like, no, my name's David. Nice to meet you. And they're 5 fucking 2, but their muscle mass is too much. That's gross to me. So I like, I like just lean, or I like being a lean individual. A little bit of muscle tone. I'm a fan of that. I'm not a fan of just looking like a fucking soldier at all times. I passed 150 in fourth grade. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, big hands. I appreciate that. That you weigh as much as I did when you were essentially 8 years old. That makes me feel very, very substantial. Vanessa, I made some amethyst sticks last time I was in the Philippines. Pretty fun martial arts. But you're hitting each other with that shit. I feel like that's also as ridiculous as those dudes that do the martial arts in fucking full medieval gear. I feel like you're just praying to get enough concussion trauma in order to eventually murder your fucking family. Pigcake at 25% body fat should be bulking. That's a great idea. Okay, maybe. But you know what? I'm keeping this, all right? I'm keeping this at it. Calorie deficit, losing weight, and then trying to cut this. This is what I'm trying to cut at, okay? I know that this is also, diminishing, but I'm also working out more. Now I'm working out more. I'm trying to lose weight. I know what I'm doing, okay? I know what I'm doing. Said the guy that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. But it's been working. I've looked in the mirror and I don't want to kill myself. Wow, look at that. You're not a fat piece of shit anymore. All right? I don't do that anymore. Now the only person I say that to is MAGA Joe Biden. That's the only person I say that to right there. MAGA Joe Biden. We should be a little bit closer. My MAGA Joe Biden should be a little bit closer to me here. One thing that I do before I sleep every night is that I have to put him down, and I don't mean like a dog. I mean put him down like I have to put him on the couch because I don't want to wake up and see this. Could you imagine waking up and seeing this? What am I? A girl from potentially the ages of 12 to 15, right? I don't want to see that when I wake up. Not political, all right, not being political. PK, that was sarcastic. Do not bulk when you are overweight. Oh, okay, all right. See, I misunderstood when you said 25% body fat. I misunderstood that. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I should have realized it. Because in my infinite retardation, I'm like, 25% body fat? That's not bad. That's not horrendous. Not knowing that 25% body fat is atrocious. Let's see. I went to a center in Cebu, so I'm not sure anywhere near you. Originally, it was with swords, but the Spanish took them away, so we replaced them with sticks. The fucking Spaniards, man. What a fucking group of assholes. They were beating us up. Actually, no, we were beating them up in Spain for 500 years, 300 years, right? So, my people, right? So we were there going, hey, your ass belongs to us, all right? For Allah. And then eventually they made a comeback, which was quite hysterical. But then they were also in the Philippines. So they were around there spreading their seed all over the Philippines, which I find quite funny. I never remember that connection until I'm reminded in like an instance like this. So let's see, what's this? Pigcake. Okay, see, I already read that one. Vanessa, I'm in Florida, so probably not. Fancy Stash says he's not overweight. Big Hands Magic says I'm 6'4", Piggy. It was fate. I passed up 15 pounds then. That's fucking tremendous. The Squeeze says long time no see. Yeah, that is a long time. The Squeeze. Damn, bro. Every time I see every time I see somebody that used to be a part of the streams a lot and before, and they haven't been in the streams for a while, I'm like, yes, that's what I want. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see somebody that's like, hey man, dude, I watch every one of your videos, and I love magic. I want a person that's like, dude, I'm sorry, I've been too busy, just swimming in puss, swimming in the puss, to watch your videos. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. 25 is not bad, bro. I'm just saying if you're trying to lose fat on your stomach, don't eat more than you normally do. It's almost like a simple intuition. Well, here's the retarded part. When I was trying to figure out the calorie deficit math right? I realize, there's a little bit of a formula to it, and a deficit is like 200 under your calories, right? It's under your calories, right? It's like 200 to 300 calories underneath what you need to maintain your current body weight. Uh, I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do 1,000, between 1,000 and 1,100, 1,200, depending on the day. I want to do that, and just, that's how I want to lose as much weight as possible. So I didn't realize a deficit is technically like not supposed to be that drastic. But I've done it for a week and a half. I've done it for a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and it's been good. It's been great. It's kind of forced me to eat and care about what I eat. Um, so let's see. I've chastised two ex-Pigcake fans I've run across in random comment sections. Remember I showed you screenshots of them? Yeah, you did mention that. I found that quite substantial. And they're like, dude, I grew up, all right? I don't like Pigcake anymore. I grew up. I don't need that in my life anymore. Sub 1,000 calories isn't simple nutrition. Yeah, that's the hard part. The hard part is trying to fit protein in that, and try not to lose a lot of tone. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. Again, it's forced me to evaluate the shit diet that I had before, and I keep getting encouraged by the results. I keep getting encouraged by the results. Um, so let's see this one. I keep missing your streams and showing up late. I already told you I'm in Alaska, so you probably know. I was lying about swimming in puss. Truth is, I'm always watching yours with Daniel Madison's vids all day, trying to do what you guys do. Well, Daniel Madison is definitely more skilled than I am, right? By all means. Although he's been memeing quite recently. He's been a lot into the memes as of late. I don't know if I don't watch magic videos. I think I've mentioned this before. I don't watch magic videos. I'm not a huge fan of that. But when it comes to his style, I think it's very interesting. And he's transitioned a lot in the past, 2 years, 3 years. He's transitioned a lot from his previous edgy style to this new sort of like, I would say, flamboyant character, which I find quite interesting. But I don't know. I feel like I can't watch magic videos on YouTube. I can't bring myself to do it. I hope that they come through well to people that are interested in magic, but I like other things. I like watching horror shit on YouTube. Like I like watching tutorials on other things, camera stuff, editing stuff. But when it comes to card tricks, like I don't want to watch like a fucking like, hey, here's what oh, hey, I don't like watching that. I don't like watching that. Mind you, that's technically my job, but it's like doing your own. I think it's like you selling and then doing your own supply. I think that's how I consider it. I'm proud of you, Pigcake. No lie, I'll call you by your real name, but I feel like that would be the biggest backhanded compliment of all time, considering you don't even want it public. JK, I don't know, Lamau. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to call me Jonathan in front of everybody. That would be terrible if you refer to me as Jonathan. Could you imagine being a Jonathan? Do I look like a Jonathan? I look like my name should be either some weird Cuban thing or some copious Arabic name that is definitely on the FBI's most wanted list. I think there's no in between. It's either or of that. He should be on about 1,600 calories with 200 grams of protein if he's working out hard already. He already has a good frame. His entire body shape will change quickly. Yeah, that's the other part. I don't like that. I don't like that. Again, short guys with like thick frames. I'm not a fan of that. Like this, I think is a good. Look at this. All right, this is my video game character. Okay, so this is me in. Hey, you're passing by me in an alleyway, and you're about to get self-defense fucking pile driven to the ground. I think this is all right. Maybe a little bit more up here, right? A little bit less here, but this is the video game character that you're picking. Okay, right here. This is what you're getting. So if you see like down an alleyway, and again, I feel like you're gonna approach me, you're gonna get these hands. This is the sort of body type that I want to keep, right? I want you to be scared of me if you see me down an alleyway. You see me walking down the alley, and you're like, oh shit. I feel like I'm about to get self-defense AR-15'd. I feel like I'm about to get self-defense uppercutted if I approach this individual. But I don't want to be huge, all right? I think that looks gross. Oh my God. I don't know why my balls itch there. I apologize. Top Notch says you look like a god. Thank you. I appreciate that. However, I think the other comment, which was before that, says you look like a Dwayne. I look like a Dwayne. Could you imagine trying to write Dwayne and having a substitute teacher, right? A substitute teacher, name your name, rather. And then I like that I finished the fucking sentence in my head, but I didn't say it out loud, realizing that I'm doing a fucking live stream. I joined Daniel Madison's Patreon shortly after I joined yours. I appreciate that you guys kind of cover the same stuff sometimes, from different perspectives. Yeah, I haven't. I'm not familiar with his. I'm not familiar with his, but I have heard good reviews from people. Jonathan, more like Mohammedan. Yeah, that's definitely akin to what it would be like. Something oddly Arabic-ish, something like or that, or just full Cuban trash. That's kind of what this face would remind someone of that. Self-defense school, nothing, never mind. I wasn't saying anything. Brian says Pigcake's real name is Arnold Vosloo. Arnold Vosloo. Is that something that like? Is that like a bend over? Am I not getting this? Bend over. Arnold Vosloo. Arnold Vosloo. Okay. All right. I'll figure that out eventually. All right. Me and my infinite 2,000 IQ points. All right. Listen, I solved Chris Ramsey's puzzles before he even takes him out of the box. Okay. I watch a Chris Ramsey video and I'm like, easy. I solved it in my head. All right, you fuck. Um, let's see. His real name is some dumb shit like Frank, but pronouncing it with a K. No, yeah, it's Fran, but the K is silent. I hate that. I know somebody. Here's the part that I find funny. I know somebody whose name is Kevin with an M. So his name is Kevin, but it ends with a fucking M, and it's a running joke within my circle of friends that this dude has like a misspelt name. Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine going through middle school or elementary school, and then you have to go, "Hi, yeah, my name's Kevin." What did you say? Did you just do you have like a lisp? No, it's there's an M at the end. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. I'm doing a lot of talk for how little I do. I've become 8 skinny since the pandemic. I've lost 75 pounds. That's a good thing, unless you lost it in complete muscle tone. But losing that is not horrendous. I think everybody else has done the opposite. I stepped on a scale at Publix at one point and it said 170. And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't be 5'2", 5'3" sometimes and be 170. Okay? I was a thick boy, a little thick boy. But now I've lost quite a substantial amount of weight, so I'm happy. Wayne Houchin versus Jarek 120, tied at the wrist and arm with switchblades. Who wins? Well, I haven't seen Wayne Houchin in a while. I haven't seen Wayne Houchin in a bit. Jarek 120, last time I saw him was WWE Raw, where he was getting chokeslammed by Braun Strowman 3 years ago. So that's the last time I saw him, or 4 years ago. 3 years ago. 2 years ago. Jesus fucking Christ, 2020 has been way too long. So yeah, I remember him getting chokeslammed backwards by Braun Strowman on WWE Raw, and he looked like I feel like I'm thicker than Jarek 120. He's just taller, but I feel like I'm thicker than Jarek 120. So I believe that if that's the logic that I'm going by, Wayne Houchin will probably kill him. Wayne Houchin will probably kill him. Ever consider doing stand-up comedy? Yeah, I definitely want to at some point. I have a set written out. That's on my phone. I've had it there for like years. And I, like a retard, haven't done that because, well, COVID was one. I had to do a stand-up set because I lost my fantasy league for football last year. But then COVID hit, so I haven't been able to do that set. Although that would be a shitty set because the set with jokes comprised of people from the league. So they'd give me the jokes, I'd go up on stage, and I'd say the fucking jokes. But I have a set that I wrote that deals with masturbation in 9/11, so it's a good set. Arnold Vosloo is the actor who portrayed Imhotep, the titular character in the 1990s Mummy, starring Brendan Fraser. I prefer the 2019's Mummy, starring fucking Tom Cruise, where they released the audio or the video trailer with the audio not being completely mastered and mixed yet. That's the best fucking video I've ever seen in my life. That's my favorite Mummy. JK, I miss Brendan Fraser. I miss him, especially every time I go to Disney and I ride that Mummy ride and he's there pretending like the Mummy's still relevant. I fucking love that shit. I'll eat that shit up. You go there and then at some point the guy sends you back and you're going backwards and there's fire. I miss that shit. I miss that shit. Are you gonna watch War Game? Well, here's the thing. Let me see. So right now, War Games is going on, which is my Infinite Virginity. Let's see. Is that Pat McAfee? Pat McAfee? That's kind of crazy. So, yeah. So right now, shit's going down here. But yeah, my Infinite Virginity. I did want to watch this, but I didn't realize that it was going on now. And I think this might be the end of the match. I think this might be the end of it. Okay, so this guy's doing a move on the chair, and he's dead. If he gets, if he kicks up from that, okay, all right, okay. I think this might be it. Wrestling is so gay, but like good gay. Like I watch this shit, and I'm riveted. I'm riveted by this. I'm moved. I'm emotionally changed by wrestling, right? Okay, this guy's jumping. Although the worst thing you could do is watch wrestling with somebody who doesn't watch wrestling because they just go, "Hey, oh," and he won. That's it. That's the end of the match. Okay, so who won? Oh, the bad guys won. Okay, but if you watch wrestling with somebody who doesn't watch wrestling, what I like is that they go like when you get thrown to the ropes, for example, it doesn't make sense that if I throw a grown man or if I pull a grown man, that I'm gonna run towards a set of ropes, bounce back, and then come back towards you. That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. So you watch wrestling and they point out little things like that. Or hey, why does he stomp each and every single time that he punches? That doesn't really make much sense. Let me read the comments here. I'm sorry, I kind of got distracted by the gay things there. Do you play the coffee cup name game? No, I have no idea what that is. I never thought I'd hear masturbation and 9/11 is the same sentence. Now I know that this is quality content. Yeah, yeah, this is definitely the sort of content you would expect from this channel, which is why I'm up there. I'm getting Ramsey numbers on my videos. I'm getting Christopher Ramsey numbers on my videos, right? Your boy's out here putting out what I consider to be my favorite content that I've ever put out in the history of the channel, right? The last video I put out, how to use magic tricks to walk on water. I thought that was a really interesting metaphor. The one before that, I thought was a great video. The one before that, I thought was a great fucking video. And then I'm getting the Ramsey numbers, baby. You know I'm getting at there. I want to fucking end myself. You fat balding bitch, says Mr. Peep 33. All right, that's as clever as my little brother is at speaking, and he's a retard. He's a retard, and you are also a retard. You are also a retard. Yeah, him and Undisputed. Do a magic trick, please. I'm not a fan of magic tricks, so I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to do. You want me to do one of these? Hey, pick a card. Oh, you're not here, so I can't show you a trick. You like that? Why did this stop? Okay, this didn't stop, but this one froze. That's kind of shite. Make sure that's not me. No, okay, I'm good. Let's see what this one is. Not to read the comments here. Not to read the fucking comments from this. Before COVID fucked up the world, were you going to go to WrestleMania? It was supposed to be in Florida. Yeah, yeah, that was the idea. The idea was to go to Orlando and watch WrestleMania. I went to the previous one that was here in America's Penis, and that was quite a cringe fest, but it was quite an enjoyable experience. I think The Rock was fighting John Cena that year. My infinite virginity. But yeah, I would have done that, but unfortunately, COVID. And then they redid it. They actually did it in Orlando. It was in Tampa. It was in Tampa that they were going to do. Rock and Roll Express had the best entrance song of all time. Going to listen to it after the stream. Midnight Express, I think, had a tremendous one. I remember when Brock Lesnar almost killed himself. Good times. Yeah, yeah. I think a man of his stature should not be going up on any sort of elevated platform and jumping off because that's just going to be ripe for failure. Bro, you're like 5'4", says Mr. Peep 33. Bitch, yeah, you're right. I wish I was 5'4". All right? The fuck? What you think this is, huh? A funhouse mirror? You cunt? Even in my fucking height, I'll still eat two of you, bitch. All right? I wouldn't even take you bowling, bitch. Mr. Pip 33, probably fucking liking Fortnite videos, you fuck. Bitch ass, stupid ass. You got me hype now, huh? This is me hype. So if we were in a self-defense situation and you were walking down an alleyway and you saw this hunk of meat on the other side of the fucking alleyway, all right, I wouldn't even have to wait till I felt threatened. I'd just Goldberg spear you through the earth, you fuck. You prepubescent fuck. Let's see. Sorry, now I have to fucking read the comments through here. That was Pigcake. Wishes he was 5'4". That's funny. He's the only place he wants 2 inches in. Yeah, I don't want 2 inches in my penis. All I want is 2 inches on my height. That'd be great if I was just a 5'4" and not 5'2", 5'3", which would be quite terrible because you have to explain to the ladies, no, 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 listen, the height doesn't affect the performance. I'm going to try so hard. That's what you don't understand, okay? You get a guy like me, I'm going to try so hard. The tall guy is not going to try as hard as me, all right? You think he's going to go and he's going to put effort? No, he's tall. He has everything he wants, all right? But me, I'm going to be a short king, all right? I'm going to treat you like a princess, all right? I'm going to try so hard, all right? You're going to walk different tomorrow, girl. No, don't go with him. That's me. That's me. Uh, let's see. Calm down, killer. That's funny. So you do mentalism. Do you know pick a vegetable and a number 6 one? That's some TikTok shit. As a matter of fact, that's the TikTok shit. I feel like I don't know those. The Banachek had that book, Psychological Forces, and what I liked about it is that you had forces like that in the beginning of the book, that are the style of like think of a fucking vegetable. Okay, great. You're thinking of a carrot. Think of a fucking tool like a screwdriver. Okay, you're thinking of a hammer. Give it a color. You're thinking of a red hammer. Look outside the window. What's the thing that you see? Oh, you're thinking of a tree. Great. All right. He had a bunch of those. I've never been a fan of that style of psychological forces, but I mean, they do work in the right context. They do work in the right context. Hey Piggy, I'm gonna Chick-fil-A getting a number 7 deluxe large fry cold blue mocha. You want anything I could get Brian to deliver? Did I mention that? Please tell me that I've mentioned that before. I hope that I fucking mentioned that. And I forgot that I mentioned that because I would lose my nut. I would lose my nut if I didn't mention that, because I did get that one of the times that I went to Chick-fil-A, which is quite substantial. Although here's the worst part. Last time I went to Chick-fil-A, I got the naked chips, or the naked nuggets, and kale. That's what I got, like a fucking asshole. You've never mentioned that, and it's on the way. That's funny. Well, here's the thing, all right? Chick-fil-A's closed on Sunday because they're observing the Lord's Day, all right? So that's a stupid joke. Maybe that joke would have worked tomorrow, okay? Maybe that joke would have worked on Tuesday, but on Sunday it's the Lord's Day, and Chick-fil-A is closed in observance of our Lord and Savior, okay? And the potential. They don't force their employees to be Christian and believe in God, but they give them the opportunity on Sundays to go and praise, all right? Some of us praise Allah, all right? And Chick-fil-A allows you to do that. So that's funny. Knock knock. Getting PTSD from reading this yet? Yeah, especially considering that it was somebody who I thought I trusted. Yeah, this is 6 foot, by the way. I think this is 6 foot tall. To reference. But in all fairness, he is hunching over, I think. And okay, yeah, this is quite intimidating. If that's true, true to size. If that is true to size. What the hell ever happened to Butcher? He left you McFlurry. That was the most legendary meme in the channel. Did you sleep with a shotgun after? It was fucking Daniel, all right? It was fucking Daniel. Motherfucker, okay? I thought that was explicit from the actual meme itself, especially after I called him and he gave up his stuff. It's not like the first time you've had food delivered. Days after it's been ordered. Yeah, that was also a great one, man. Butcher. Oh, throw back to Butcher and his back in the day. That was a great one. Sending a fucking burrito, a 2-day-old burrito, to the mail, to the postal service, and opening it up and just enjoying the smell. Oh yeah. Oh, so fun. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Boy, that Butcher. Oh man, I don't know what happened to Butcher. I don't know what happened to him. I miss Butcher. I think last time I talked to him, he mentioned something about like I don't know, like Antifa or something. I don't know. Butcher's been he's been out of the radar for a while, right? He's been off of the grid, which is good because I'm not getting sent condoms and or old packets of Taco Bell food. So oh boy, what a throwback memory that was, guys. Butcher's top 5 Pigcake moments with an honorable mention is still up. It's a very good check. Yeah, it is. Well, you're. I think you could put the link as a moderator. I think you could put the link on the chat. I don't know if I have it because if I look up Butcher the Pig, I don't know how that works. If I look up Butcher the Pig, does that come up first? Let me go Butcher the Pig. Let's see, Butcher the Pig. No, it's a bunch of butchering pig stuff. Okay, let me look up channels. Let me see if that works. Oh yeah. Okay, channels. Butcher the pig, butcher the pig, butcher the pig, butcher the pig, butcher the pig. I'm gonna put the words together. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's so fun. That's great. I love fucking hitting the microphone with my fucking stupid foot. Well, this is just gonna have to dangle now. This is just gonna have to dangle now. Brian got it. Don't waste your time. Okay. Well, let me go back. So wow, that was quick, Brian. That was quick. It's almost like you had it on a playlist or something. That was odd. I don't know how you got that. How you access? I fucking want to shoot up a small elementary school. Okay, there you go. I don't know how you got that so fast, man. I don't know how you got it so fast. That's kind of wild. That's fairly nuts. That you got that. It's almost like you had like a thing, and it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not accusing anyone. Gotta go. How do we pay for virtual lessons on your gay virgin patron? Well, yeah, that's part of the tier. That's part of the mentalism tier that you do get that. I feel like the last one I did was like 2 weeks ago. I know I talked to someone like 2 weeks ago about the stuff, but as far as that, you could look up that one, and that's a tier on Patreon. But the nice bonus is that I don't know if I want to keep doing that. I don't know if I want to keep doing that, the one-on-one stuff. I don't know. Maybe I might keep it around for a little bit. But definitely hit me up on the DMs. Gotta go, guys. Later. I searched for Butcher the Pig in the search bar. Well, that's what I was gonna do. Okay, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do that. Okay, I was gonna do it until you found the link. Okay, you fuck. Um, okay, let me see how long we've been this. So an hour or 110 minutes. I think this is a good stream. I think this has been a long enough stream here so far at about an hour and 51 minutes. Okay, I don't know if maybe finish that off at 2 hours. Maybe? Okay, maybe 2 hours. I'll do an even 2 hours here with that. So yeah, so you can look up the link for that particular thing in the description below. Hunter Pool, if that's your real name. Hunter Pool sounds like a porn name. Hunter Pool sounds like the sort of thing that you would find on the top Pornhub videos of 2020. Everybody's out here posting their fucking bullshit on like their Spotify playlist. Hunter Pool sounds like the sort of name you would find on Pornhub's top 10 videos of 2020. Pigcake was too busy reading about the inner workings of international trade to type "butcher the pig." Yeah, you're right. My IQ is just so high that I couldn't comprehend the simplicity of putting "butcher the pig" in one word as opposed to that. Not leaving now because Chick-fil-A. Yeah, that's you're live. Why does it say you're live now? I don't know if it is that. Oh, what's this? What's this? There's things going on here. My dick's not big enough, unfortunately, because I play with cards. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the less you touch cards, the bigger it gets. And even though you might necessarily, it's like, I forgot who I was talking to the other day, that most females don't know that you have boner and then you have super boner. And again, these are my proportions. But most females don't know that. They just think that it ends at the boner. But you could get a super boner if things are going right. If they do the job right, you could get what's known as the super boner, and most people don't know that. And it's impossible to even get erect if you play with cards. So that's the coverse of that. So the more you play with cards, the less capable you are of a boner. And you're definitely at the impossible stage when it comes to obtaining a super boner. And you know what I love? I love that this is back on Top Chat. Let me go to live chat where all the fun is. This stream gives me more joy than an ecstasy enema. Jesus. Back in the day, I remember my mom would give me suppositories when I would throw up. So I don't know what that has to do with enemas. Maybe that they both go in the anus. But what I do love is that that was a fear in my childhood. That whenever I would throw up, my mother would be like, "What? You know what time it is, dude? All right, here we go." I'm like, "Mom, I'm gonna be late to college." It's a joke. She'll do that with me as a child, not as an adult, obviously. I would never. Could you imagine, like as an adult, having your mother give you a suppository? Holy shit. It was because she had the plug, so she would pull your plug anytime. That's a Barney, by the way. That's funny. I think that would have been a great time for a tactical Lamau. Chick-fil-A hates the gays just like me and Jesus. Well, I don't like. That's the only thing. I do like that they're a good wholesome company in terms of their workers. All right, they've never gotten an order wrong. I've gotten complicated orders there, and they always do it. I remember I went there once with when I broke my ankle. I went there, and then the guy goes, "Hey man, listen, sit wherever you want in the mall, and I'll come and deliver the order to you." And I go, really? No, I'll just come up and get it. I don't mind. And he goes, no, 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 no. Have a seat, and I'll find you, and I'll deliver it to you, which is something they didn't do at the because the Chick-fil-A is in the mall. So the guy did that. The guy did that for me. So I'm like, they fucking got you guys. Um, Unfortunately, they're open. They're open. They're open on a fucking. They're open on sorry, closed on Sundays. So that's the only thing that you gotta balance it out. I never take advantage of the one-on-one stuff. It's awkward. Personally, I prefer Discord. Why is it awkward? What on your end? You'd say it's awkward on your end. Um, but I don't think I'm an awkward guy. I mean, this is what you get. This right here. This is the same sort of. This is the same sort of personality you would get even if you talk to me in private. You're not gonna get anything different. Girls left me because after I got at Magic, I lost 2 inches. I think it's because I think it's because you shaved your beard. I think that might be it. Bitches love beards, man. I don't know what to tell you. All right, look at the comments you get or comments celebrities get before and after their beards. You even had people like what's the Michael from The Office, right? When he was Michael from The Office, they're like, ah, no, not a fan of him. Then he gets like a salt and pepper beard, and everybody's waterfalls. They all have waterfalls for his fucking dumpy ass just because he gets a beard. Sounds like that Chick-fil-A guy had the hots for you. Well, you know what? If he put his hand on my thigh, it would go down. All right, because it would mean discounted Chick-fil-A, and I'm always down for that. I'm always down for that. Chick-fil-A is a fantastic establishment, and you know what? I don't have a problem with a man having the hots for me, Brian. I don't know if that's what you're insinuating. That maybe I'm intimidated by having another man. All right, be attracted to me. I could be attracted to another man as well. All right, I'm not afraid to admit that. Okay, I'm not ashamed. I'm not a phobic for that. So I don't like your insinuations there, Buckaroo. Okay, um, that's funny. I know. When Piggy's thinking of a word, he begins to golf. Yeah, it's a giveaway. It's a giveaway. Could you imagine doing that as a teacher, as a fucking teacher? And I'm trying to think of a thing, and I just go, oh, okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let me make something up, and hope that you don't fucking check. Let's see. I'm disappointed that after all the times I've doxed my stuff, I still haven't gotten one text message. Well, I feel like what I should have done is texted you from my voice, my Google Voice, which isn't tied to my fucking identity, like my phone number is. I heard Logan Paul wants to box you. I have faith in you. Logan Paul is fucking massive. Logan Paul, I'm pretty sure, has 50 pounds on me. So let me tell you, if somebody of Logan Paul's stature would want to box me, at that point, I'm gonna implement my self-defense skill of running away. All right. Oh, I almost Goldberg speared Joe Biden right now. I wouldn't do that. Um, yeah, but this guy Logan Paul is massive, and right now, as a matter of fact, today, what was it that he today he's announcing that he's fighting fucking Mayweather, which I don't understand how that's a thing. Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul is massive, fucking huge motherfucker. He's like a wrestler, and he's gonna fight Mayweather. That's like my height, pretty much. That's weird. I don't understand how that's gonna go. I'm sure he's gonna get his ass destroyed just because Mayweather is unfortunately a tremendous boxer. I'm not a fan of him, but he's a tremendous boxer, so I'm not sure how that's gonna work. Logan Paul is a black natural athlete. Yeah, yeah. He's got a good genetic predisposition there. No, it's just that I know that guy personally, and he only offers to take orders directly to customer he thinks are hot. Oh, okay, so that's a compliment. Stop it. Okay, you need to stop. You need to stop with your compliment there. He's straight but has a fetish for crippled, bald, short dudes. Oh, okay. And just like that, I take that away. All right, I thought for a second you were giving me, you were lobbing at me a nice little bit of a compliment that I was catching, which makes this a full circle stream because I started this stream by talking about my obsession with TikTok and trying not to catch a charge, right? Because on TikTok there's a lot of underage girls twerking, and whenever I see that, I put not interested. I go, not interested because I don't want to catch a charge. All right. I catch it, oh shit, and drop it. All right. Whereas that, I thought I was going to catch a compliment from you. But it turns out that it was the exact same thing as catching that charge. All right. It was a lie, it was deception. Logan Paul has the exaggerated swagger of a black teen. Okay, seeing that you said that, I assume you understand the meme. Could you? Is that a real review? Was that a real review for the movie, or was that like a joke review that somebody said he has the exaggerated swagger of a black teen? Was that a real review? I feel like it was. My wife complained about my beard while we were in a gas station. An 18-year-old chick clerk interrupted her and said she should get a wife then. Wow, that's how you get a bitch to throw down. That's how you get to. I'm not calling your wife a bitch, but I'm saying like that's how you get like a gas station hoe to throw down, which I just find funny. Logan Paul. Okay, I already read that one. If you think Logan Paul has a zero or sorry 0.000000001 chance of winning 0.00001 rounds, you must be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as your number one Joe basketball player. Oh fuck, that's funny. That's I fucking hate that. I hate that you're funnier than me. I hate that. I wish I could have that sort of ability to quip and that speed, but unfortunately, I don't take enough Adderall to do that. How is it legal for underage girls to be on their? It's not. It's not legal. I don't know under what grounds they could do that, but I assume that it's just dancing, right? Oh, it's not sexual. It's just dancing, but it's gross. All right, it's gross, and I'm not gonna stand for it. All right, I'm not gonna be here catching charges. All right, just because I think, oh my God, let's see how old. Damn, this girl fine. Hopefully she's in college. 17, can't wait to graduate. All right, drop that. Fucking throw that ball, kick it underneath the curb. I don't want to see it. I'm glad the clerk told you she was 18 amongst that. That's fucking tremendous. Jordan says it was real. That's fucking tremendous. That is tremendous. The exaggerated black swagger. The exaggerated swagger of a black teen. I want to get that tattooed on my fucking face like I'm Peter Turner. I'm stealing your catching charges, by the way. Next time a 17-year-old attempts to come within 16 feet. I'm sorry, I just don't want to catch one. I just don't want to catch one. Like I'm fucking that guy from the Chicago Cubs game down here, where he accidentally fucking reached his hand out and prevented them from going to the World Series. That's what I'm trying not to do, or that's what I'm trying to do with. Hold up. He didn't catch the ball, so that's what I'm trying to do with underage girls twerking on TikTok. I'm not trying to catch the charges. I'm trying to. My hand's out there, and if the ball drops in my hand, well, I'm gonna drop it. And I think with that, I'm gonna try to end the stream here. That's a good place to end the stream when I'm talking about trying not to catch a charge by looking at TikTok. What's Chris D'Elia, by the way? Chris D'Elia was that they kept making a joke, and he kept making like rapist jokes, and then eventually they caught him. I'm not like that. All right, I'm not like that. Nobody's gonna catch me. So I think with that, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure to do all the things that people do when it comes to these videos. All right, and as always, Buster Rhymes. I want to kill myself.